All right, good morning, guys. Just going to wait here a couple of minutes to get let folks join us here, and we'll get started. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and display the risk disclosure. All right. Just we're going to get started here in a couple minutes, guys. Just waiting for folks to join us here. Good morning, Frizu. Good morning, Frank. We'll get started here 5 past the bottom of the hour here. Again, I do have the risk disclosure up. You're welcome to review that. In the meantime, and we'll get started here shortly. Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Shadow. How did the markets treat everyone yesterday? NQ went nuts over in overnight trading, or I know gold had a pretty good run, so not good. Yeah, I saw that Shadow Hunter. I know that you attempted a couple of trades yesterday. Did not work in your favor. I think one in gold and one in crude, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a couple in gold. I'm not sure. Good morning, Sipadia. Good morning, Larry. Yeah, I happened to place a trade in a small trade in gold on a run up, and I overnight, and I did profit from that. So I'm in a good place as I open the market. Not something I normally do, but given all the news, given all the volatility in the market, so. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I do have we're at double digits participants now, so we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll start with the risk disclosure here. Just reminding everyone that the content is being provided by the market trader is to be treated as general information only. None of the information that's provided by the company or contained herein is intended as investment advice and offer to solicit to buy, sell, recommend, endorse, sponsor any security, company, or fund. We all understand that future trading does carry a fair amount of risk and is not for every investor. An investor could potentially lose all or more than investment capital. Only risk capital, money that we can otherwise afford to lose without compromising one's financial security or lifestyle, should be used. And again, nothing contained herein is a solicitation to offer, buy, sell, recommend, buy, sell futures, options, or Forex. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start with news here. Okay, this is kind of the day after, I guess. Um, we had a fair amount of day, so we'll take a look and see. And again, today we have some news that we've just received. Okay, so we had some jobless claims, which was positive. So we had I don't know 11,000 less claims this month than last month. I guess new claims, new jobless claims. We had the Philly Fed Business Index report. We had the continuous jobless claims, which is also came in positive. Okay. Hey, good morning, Ricky. We have existing home sale change coming in at 10 a.m. this morning. We have tips reports coming in at 1 p.m. Eastern time today. Okay. And then we have the standard, option expiration report that comes out at 10 a.m. Eastern as well. Okay. So fair amount of news we have to, I guess, digest. Okay. Tomorrow doesn't seem to be a very big day in the news front, but today is a fair amount. Okay. So let's now that we have a feel for what news is in store, let's go ahead and move into the charts. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up the charts here, and we're going to go ahead and open up this chart here of the gold market. Okay, actually, we're going to go ahead and find the gold market in this myriad of charts. Okay, where is gold? All right, I think there it is. So, okay, we'll remove some of our drawings. Okay, we'll disable some of our levels here. We have the initial balance range being established as we speak. Good morning, David. All right, so like we normally do, we start off with the daily chart. And you can see from the daily chart, the start of the day, we've had a very strong, relatively strong, developing a bullish engulfing candle that's being very much supported by volume. Okay. In an otherwise market that is making new highs. Okay. On new highs to the point, I think that there's nothing that currently stands in its path. Okay. We're looking at the monthly chart here. Okay. There's nothing in its path. Even if I change this to a continuous contract, I think we're at all-time highs in the gold market. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything in its path at the moment. Okay. So again, very much in a bullish market in the gold. Okay. So again, looking at the daily, we're developing a bullish engulfing candle from yesterday. Okay. Again, continuing to make not quite some new highs. I think we still have some work to do to get to a new high. We've looked above. That has been initially rejected, but we've come back relatively strong and currently developing a bullish engulfing candle. Okay. Again, this is being supported by volume, which is always important. Okay. My volume delta indicates there's far more buy orders than there are sell orders. Okay. To the tune of 19,000. Okay. All right. So the daily is indicating bullish. Okay. So moving into the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, we have let's turn off initial balance here for a moment. Okay. We had a series of candles that did not quite make a new high, before sellers, I guess, have stepped in here. Okay, so 2620 seems to have uh, seems to be resistant. Okay, 2620 seems to be resistant for the moment. Again, looking at the volume delta, this current developing 4-hour candle is supportive. But we are in an otherwise up market. We haven't really made any new lows. I mean, I really wouldn't be, I guess, too concerned, or I guess it would be perfectly reasonable, for price to kind of traverse or to pull back here a little bit, maybe come back to 2600 here before it makes another attempt at this all-time highs. Okay, so still in bullish structure, I would say. To the upside, we have a developing bearish candles. We'll have to kind of monitor, but overall, I would say that 4-hour is also equally as bullish. Okay, 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. This is kind of where we begin to do some volume analysis here. So we'll open up the fixed range volume profile here, and we'll locate our 8:30 candle, okay, Eastern candle here from Wednesday, and then drag that across to the close. Okay, so here you are again. Did not quite make through all of value before we started to make a rotation in rotation. Okay, now it looks like we're trying to make some headway to the downside. It'll be interesting to see, as we already kind of called out 2600 just based on price action, but you can see here that 2600 is indeed an area to focus attention on, because that's settlement price. Okay, not only that, it's also point of control. So this would be a reasonable area, even given the strength of this would be a reasonable area to see a potential reversal in price, and that would be aligned with a higher time frame view, higher time frame sentiment. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up our ADR. That's average daily range. Well, we exceeded it. Okay, that's also another reference level that we can use. This ADR high has been broken to the upside, and now it's coming back again. Another area confluence here. This area around 2600. Not only is it psychological, it also is providing some reference levels that we care about: ADR high and settlement price. So these are a couple of things, couple of areas. I would say maybe that bullish above, bearish below. It seems to be kind of the what's in order here. If we manage to close below settlement, then maybe some of these prices, 2590, maybe as low as 2580, might come into play. But I'm going to be kind of keen to see how price reacts around this area here. Okay, so let's go ahead and load up our levels. Okay, so let me go ahead and locate my spreadsheet here, and we're going to go ahead and load up our price levels. Okay, all right, here they are. Okay, so we have value area high coming in at 2622. Right, we have a 4-hour supply that was identified, and we have average session range high. So I'll open that up here. Okay, that's open. So 2613 is the new level that's been created as a result of the open of the market. So I'm going to add that here, 2613. 60. Okay, and then we have average session range low at 2594, 80. Okay. Yeah, definitely encourage you guys to hit the like button if this supports your analysis and supports your trading here. Okay, so let's see. So I have average daily range already established here. So yeah, everything seems to be in order from a price level perspective. Again, so I'm going to be kind of interested to see how price reacts around this 2600 level. This whole area to me is an area I think that could cause potential buyers to step in here. Okay, a lot of confluence in this area: ADR high, settlement price, ASR low. This area here seems to be kind of a ripe area. And again, I don't know if you are a Elliott wave kind of person, but this could be, maybe just a pullback, right? Maybe a wave 4 pullback for a wave 5. VWAP also is in the vicinity, right? So this area right here. Now I'm not keen on entering, on a red candle. Okay. I'd like to see, something in the way of somewhat of a 3-bar reversal here. Okay, pattern, right? We have a kind of a very strong bearish candle. We have a candle that's kind of hovering above VWAP. So if I'm going to entertain a bullish trade off of these levels, then I would like to see something something along those lines, right? I'd like to see some sort of engulfing, and then this level here could be used as a reference level that would support my risk, right? Because if I'm wrong on this trade, if I'm wrong on this opportunity, then this area 2594 8 would be kind of the area. Now I know that's a little bit rich with respect to a stop loss. Okay, there's probably some further refinements that we can make around maybe settlement price that would make a little bit the stop loss a little bit more palatable. But nonetheless, this area to me seems to be an important area if this bullish move is going to continue to be sustained. Okay, I'm kind of inclined here to draw a anchored VWAP here. Okay, so that really hasn't changed much here. So the daily VWAP, but that seems to be the logical location for it. Okay, maybe over here. You draw it over here, maybe. But yeah, so that again, lots of confluence here, guys. So very important area to see if it does manage to hold here. Okay. So any case, something to ponder here. I'm going to go ahead and open up initial balance. We have our initial balance range. We're right now inside value. And then not only that, we have value area low. Okay. So we have value area low at 25.93. We have ASR low. We have settlement price. So yeah, lots of things here to potentially support a long trade. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move into crude oil. Okay. Unless there's any sort of questions that people have on this market in this case, but I don't see them. Okay. So again, lots of confluence in this area. We'll have to see if we get the kind of the pattern that I'm looking for right now is kind of like a 3-bar reversal pattern. That looks something that I've drawn. This is not an actual candle, guys. So do not get confused that it's developing a bullish engulfing. It's far from the truth. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move on to the crude oil market. Okay. So we're going to locate crude oil here somewhere in this accordion of charts. We got E-mini. We got crude oil right here. I'm going to move that to the full-blown contract. Okay. All right. So similar to gold here, we've been on a steady climb in crude oil. Okay, you can see here, if we look at this, I like looking at this just from the, again, the recent set of candles here, right? I'm going to go ahead and turn this off here, and also initial balance. Okay, so if you look at these set of candles here on the left hand side, right? Well, if that was your reference, you would say that we are in the midst of heading higher, right? As I move across, I get more context. Okay, well, the context says, well, I had a swing, right? A swing low. So this could potentially be just merely a pullback, right? Now the area, it's currently at an area of interest. All right. This area that is in currently could be an area of resistance, 71, right? Because we have this area has been broken to the downside. This now could become resistant. This area between at 71. Okay. So again, recent recent price action has been bullish, but we're still in a larger kind of bearish structure here. Okay. Now I'm trying to debate here exactly what channel I want to follow here. Whether I should go with a more steep or whether I should go with a bigger channel. I'm going to do something along these lines here, and this will give me a little bit of an idea of how far this bullish move can go. Settlement for gold. Let me go back reading Tiger here in a minute. So yeah, so I think the current runway for this move can lead to the upper end of this channel. And then from there, maybe if it's going to continue this pattern that we're seeing, that this might be an area where we might get a little bit of a reversal in price around 72. Okay. So that's something that I'm kind of seeing in the crude oil market. Okay. Let's take a peek at the reading Tiger's question. All right. And we're going to go ahead and look at settlement price. It's 2598.6. 2598.6 is the settlement price for gold. All right. That 2600 level again. All right. That 2600 level seems to be an area of interest. Okay. All right. So this is kind of what I'm seeing on the daily. I don't know if this is necessarily going to play out the way I have kind of mapped out on the chart, but that's kind of what I see. That would be kind of the natural kind of progression that I would expect. Okay. Now, if we do break the channel to the upside and maybe get above, some of these areas like 76, then I don't necessarily expect that to happen today, but over the next few weeks or so, if we do get above, then there might be a little bit of a change in sentiment, right? From bearish to bullish. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move into the 4-hour chart. Okay, looking at the 4-hour chart again, we are coming into the top end of this channel. Okay, again, that I've kind of highlighted on the daily chart. Okay, we are getting a fair amount of volume to support this current move to the upside. We're getting above some. We're getting above. Well, I thought I was getting above. We are getting above some areas that could be considered. Just going to adjust here, I think. Yeah. So we're getting above some supplied areas. Okay. I have this, I don't know, something I've been using of late that's I find quite useful is the supply demand visible range by Lux Algo. Okay. Whatever visible range I provide, it provides, what a likely supply demand area is for that range. Okay. All right. Something I've been kind of using of late here. Okay. So in any case, crude oil does appear to be bullish. Okay. And like I said, that might be the runway that we have left in this move. Moving into the 30-minute chart. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and remove some of my drawings. This is where I begin to look at things from a little bit more of a volume perspective. So we're going to go ahead and open up the fixed range volume profile. Okay, and we're going to locate the 9 a.m. bar from Wednesday, drag that across to the 4:30 bar. Okay, so you can see that we're well above. Okay, well above value. Okay, which is an indication that the bulls are very much in control of the market. Okay, this is our value range from Wednesday, and prices way above. Okay, so yeah, bulls very much in control of this market, I would say. Let's go ahead and add our reference levels here. So we're going to go ahead and add our levels. Okay, so here we are. So we have 71 is our next kind of supply zone. Okay, we have, let's see, our value areas. Got value area high coming in at 69.88. Value area low coming in at 69.30. We have settlement price at 69.88. Okay, around that 70 level. Okay. 69. Yeah, do we have that settlement? Settlement's not even listed. Is that right? I don't see settlement. Interesting. Okay, so we'll add settlement here. All right. So settlement is 69.88 is our settlement price. Okay, that's all right. Settlement. All right. We're about a couple of minutes away, or a minute away, a couple minutes away from the initial balance range being established. Okay. So I think we've already double checked. So we have settlement price 69.88. We're going to go ahead and open up ADR, which we've already exceeded and come off of, right? See how it pushed through ADR, came back, retested it, and continued. ASR also has been exceeded. This might be, New York. This is probably going to get adjusted here on the open, I would assume. I'm going to temporarily, let's see. So we have 70.48 for average session range high. I got 70.24, 70.35. Okay, 28 is our average daily range high. Okay. And then, okay, that's our average daily range high. And then we had our 70.48 as our average session range high. So it looks like we're rallying into an open here. So let's see, this is 70.48. Okay. And then 68.60 is, you see, so we did get that adjustment as I mentioned. Okay. So let me adjust our average session range. So we have 72. Okay. We have 72 now as our average session range now that we officially opened. Okay. The market here, I'm going to adjust this. Okay. 72.01 is our average session range high. Our average session range low is 70.15. Okay, 70.15. Okay. All right. So I think that's pretty much. So what to make of this market? Well, right now it's we need to figure out a way, or a location, I would say, to look for a potential bullish trade. Okay. Now we are, very, I would say, very extended to the upside. Let me go ahead and open up my VWAP. Okay, VWAP. That's my daily VWAP, well above the daily VWAP. Okay, we're let's turn off the standard deviation bands. Okay, I don't need those. Okay. All right. So there's our standard deviation bands. Again, I'm inclined to add my anchored VWAP down here, and you can see that its price is well above those, but this anchored VWAP is falling right around this settlement price. Okay, so a bit of confluence there. So yeah, so this one is I'm kind of looking to see if there's anything to the left that could cause price. Well, we have a supply zone that we're currently in. Okay, that could cause price to maybe come back to VWAP, for like a little bit of a mean reversion trade, right? We don't get too far away from VWAP, right? I often, we often come back to VWAP, if we're extended in any direction, bullish or bearish, right? So we did a check of VWAP here. There could be a potential of that again. Um, so we'll see. Like I said, right now, I think we need to look for opportunities to the bullish side. I'm not really keen on participating in the long at these current levels. Although this level here at 71 could provide a level for us, right? What was again resistant now becomes support around 70.91. Okay. I'm gonna be keen on seeing in what direction does this initial balance break if we do maintain this smallish range, but we're only about 3 minutes into this. Okay, so I'm gonna be interested to see if this 71 holds. If 71 doesn't hold, then the logical area is about 70.50. Okay, maybe we get another. We have a double bottom potential developing over here around 70.50. That would be another logical location for an execution to the long side. That would also be in line with VWAP. Okay, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to do a anchored VWAP a little bit closer to the market. So I'm going to do it off of VWAP here, and this would be my first indication on whether or not we are going to sustain. So when I put my anchor VWAPs, I generally like to put my anchor VWAPs on pivots. Okay, so this seems like this is a pivot. This down here is a pivot. That's where I like to put my anchor VWAPs around these pivots. It gives me kind of like some guidance as to whether I'm aligned with the current move. If it's above my VWAP, then in this case I'll remain bullish. If it's below my VWAP, I need to begin to entertain things to the short side. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm looking at in the crude oil market. Like I said, we seem to be a bit extended to the upside. I feel like maybe there might be a move down here before we get another move up. And we have some levels that we can use here below that we can use as reference levels. This level down here at around 70 has some confluence with both the anchor VWAP and settlement price. We have ASR around 70. So I know that we're a bit away from this, but this area right here would be a ripe area, okay, for buyers, okay, somewhere in that range, okay, somewhere in this area would be a ripe area for buyers. So I'm going to be setting alerts around 70, okay, for me, for the crude oil market to see if maybe I might be able to participate in a move to the long side in this market. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. If we are interested in a bearish trade and we get, kind of the price action to support it, right, in the sense of a 3-bar reversal, with a break again, looking for a break below this initial balance, okay, that might be the impetus that we need to look for a move to the downside, okay, with targets being the ASR low, settlement price, things of that nature, okay. that's kind of the, I guess, hypo that I would have for. I would say right now I'm more inclined for a bearish trade than I am a bullish trade because I feel like I'm too far away. Okay. Once it gets to some of these levels that I care about, and I mentioned that the areas in green, then that's when I would probably want to entertain more bullish trades. Okay. Um, okay. So that's kind of what I'm seeing in the crude oil market, guys. Kind of looking to see if we have any questions. I do not see any questions as of yet. So let's go ahead and move on to the equity market. I do see a good number of folks. So, and the likes are about 50%. So again, guys, and again, it's I'm encouraging you, okay, to hit the likes and subscribes if what I'm sharing with you resonates and offers you insight into the market. Okay. Um, Easy clicks, correct, right? Easier clicks than any other click that you will take, right? Just like clicking the markets, right? Buy, sell. All right. Let's go ahead and remove this. Okay, drawings here. Okay. And okay, so let's take a look at the Nasdaq and see what the Nasdaq has in store for us. There's obviously a very busy chart here, so I'm going to turn off some of my levels here that I care about, including VWAP, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the daily. Now we got out of the Fed that everybody was looking for, right? We got a reduction of our interests, okay? So we got our 50 basis points reduction. Okay. So again, that should be an impetus for some further upside, move in these markets. Okay. But again, guys, I don't trade at fundamentals, right? I trade on what the chart tells me. Okay. So right now I have a developing bullish candle coming up on an area around 20,000. Again, 20,000 is kind of rearing its ugly head. 20,000 is going to be a logical level here. 20,200, this area right here. So can we get above 20,240? Okay. And if we do, then I would say that we have some, a good possibility of some further upside up to 21,000 and potentially beyond. Okay. Looking at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, we have a series of bullish candles. Okay. We've broken some price structure, some consolidation here above this 19,850. Again, probably obviously spurred on by the announcements that were made around interest. We have some levels above us here. We're kind of challenging this 20,067 level here shortly. Okay, we're about 20 minutes away from the open of this market, but all signals point up. Okay, in this market so far. Okay, looking at the 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. All right, so we have some candles here. I'm looking at volume here, delta here a little bit. Okay, so volume remains to the upside, and that's aligned with price. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up our fixed range volume profile. We're going to go ahead and locate the start of the market, drag that across to the close of the market from yesterday. And you can see here that we are well above value. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up VWAP, also well above VWAP. Settlement price is way below, way down here. Let's go ahead and add our reference levels here. So we're going to go ahead and add our reference levels. We'll add and then we'll double confirm that they're accurate. Okay. So here we are. Okay, so we'll start off with value. Got value area high coming in at 734, 736, somewhere in that range. We got value area low at 608. I have 604, 606. Let's go ahead and change that. 606.75 is my value area low. 75. Okay. And then point of control is what did I have here? Point of control 698. This looks more like, let's see, 701.25. So I'm going to put 701. 701.25 is our point of control. We have settlement price well below here at 580, 580.50. So settlement, I don't even have settlement listed here. It's crazy. All right. 19,580, 580.50. Okay, that's our settlement price. Okay. Let's open up ADR. We're probably coming close. We've already exceeded that. Okay, well past that at 19,821. Okay, I'm going to modify this to 821 because this could serve as an area for support at some point in the future. So I'm going to put that in 821. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open up ASR, but I know that this could adjust here. So we have ASR high coming in at 20,082. Okay, 20,082. But that could adjust with the open of this market here in about 17 minutes. Okay, 20,082 is our high. Okay, and then our low is 19,808. So we're going to modify this 19,808 or 803. That looks like an 803. 803.75 is our average session range low. Okay. All right. So again, what to make of this market? Well, I think we need to find areas to be bullish. The question is, we need some sort of reference level that we can hang our bullish trade. Okay. So right now, obviously, I'm not super keen on participating in a long. I don't think that's not a very good location for a long. My preference would be to get something in the way of a, say, an anchor VWAP. Okay, initial balance high, some sort of reference level where I can kind of lean on a little bit. Okay, possibly around this 19,900, maybe 20,000. Even could be an area that I can lean on a little bit. But I'm in search of some sort of reference that I can use to support a bullish execution. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for some sort of pullback. Hopefully, with the open of the market, I will get some sort of pullback, maybe back down to one of these levels here. So I would probably, be setting some alerts around this anchor VWAP or daily VWAP for any sort of opportunity, any sort of pullback that will offer me something in the range so that I can logically manage my risk for maybe a continued move to the upside. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah. So 20,082 average session range high could be an area where we could see a little bit of a pullback. So we'll wait to see if this gets adjusted at all once we open up the markets. But that's kind of what I'm seeing right now in the Nasdaq. Okay, I'm leaning bullish. Okay, in this market, but understand that I am a bit extended to one side, and that once that extension to one side, eventually we're going to come back and kind of revisit some of these levels below us. Okay, the question is when that's going to happen. Okay. And if it does, then that's kind of where I want to be hanging out. I want to be ready for maybe a possible execution that will, again, allow me to manage my risk to support what I feel is a market that wants to continue higher. Okay. All right. That's kind of what I'm seeing on the Nasdaq. Let's go ahead and move on to the ES here. Okay, so I'm just going to modify this one here, and we're just going to modify this to ES. Okay, looking at the ES, looks like we've already reached. I would say ES looks a bit more bullish than than the Nasdaq. We've already reached exceed some of these levels that we care about. I'm gonna forego the daily and the 4 hour because I think based on I think we all know what the sentiment is. Okay, so I'm just gonna focus my attention. Yeah, back to settlement would be nice. All right, Frizu, have a good day. Would be nice, but question whether that would take place is still a big question. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. I'm going to go ahead and I guess double check that I have some of these levels accurately. Okay. So we have, what is this? 57.28. 57. 57.2850 is our average daily range high. Okay. And then we have below, we have 56.57. 56.57. Actually, I'm gonna probably pull this off of my spreadsheet because I think they're probably more up to date. So let's do that. Okay, and let's update this whole region. Okay, there it is. Okay, so we have 57.2850 is our average. Yeah. Okay, and then average daily range low is 56.57. Okay. Need to adjust my average session range. Yeah. Okay, Larry. 56.80. Okay. 75 is my average session range high. Okay. And average session range low is coming in at 57.23. So I'll modify that, 57.23. Now this could adjust here with the open of the market. Okay, some. All right, I'm going to add these levels for now, but understand that these could adjust a little bit with the open of the market in about 10 minutes or 12 minutes. Okay, so so this is kind of what I'm looking at. Let me open up my fixed range volume profile. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and locate the open of the market, drag that to the close of the market. And here's our value range. So we have 57.13 is our value area high. Well, that's 57.12. That's close enough for me. We have point of control at 5,700. That's going to be an important level, I would say. And then value area low coming in at 56.84. Okay. We've already captured our, so yeah. Okay. So similar kind of view, similar kind of view I have. We're up against this average session range. Could provide a little bit of a pullback. We did get a little bit of a pullback before it was met with buyers. You're welcome, Clean Sober. I'm clean sober. Sober, I guess. Clean and sober. Maybe I this one. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah. Don't be afraid to hit the likes and a comment along those lines. Appreciate those comments. Oh, Family Hearth. Okay. Now I know. Now I know the. Now you know. I know your handle. All right. So yeah. So similar kind of thing that I guess recommendation wise for ES I have that I gave for Nasdaq I have for ES. I'm going to be looking for opportunities, maybe looking for a little bit of a pullback, not really too keen on participating in breakout trades. I don't know about you, but I've gotten my hands burned by taking breakout trades. So I'm going to be a little bit more cautious and wait for price to kind of come back to a certain level and then look to participate, right? My level right now is probably going to be VWAP. I'm going to add my anchored VWAP here, right around, let's say, use this as an anchor. So that might be a little bit another location where I might be interested in taking an execution of some sort, okay? But I do feel like we're a bit extended, okay, in this market, and maybe a little bit overdue for maybe a little bit of a pullback, okay, before we continue our trek to the upside, okay? So that's kind of what I'm seeing right now in this market, right? Bullish, right? But I'm not bullish at the current location. 4-hour supply. What I have here is not a 4-hour supply, but a 30-minute supply. Let's pull that up. You have we've already exceeded a 4-hour supply here. It's just not adjusting. Okay, well, we have a 4-hour supply here at 57.66. I don't know if we reached that already. We have. Yeah, I'm not seeing much in the way of 4-hour supplies, to be honest. Okay, so we're kind of, I guess, in a little bit of an uncharted territory with the ES here. Okay, so I have some 4-hour supplies, but those supply levels have already been exceeded. Okay, so yeah, this area, these areas down here have already been exceeded. So these areas could serve as kind of a springboard, right, for price to continue. Okay. If we do get that close, I personally, I'm going to wait for initial balance range. I'm up against the ASR zone, so I'm feeling like the market is going to pull back here a little bit before it goes higher. Ideally, I'd like it to pull back. I have a sloping anchor VWAP. I have a sloping daily VWAP. That would be the location where I'd like to participate in the trade, and I'm going to have to be disciplined enough not to chase the market. I'm not going to chase the market. Chasing the market does not offer good results. Okay, so I'm going to be patient and wait for my price. If I don't get my price and the market moves without me, it moves without me. Okay, simple as that. Okay, all right. So yeah, 4-hour supply. I don't have one really. Okay, we're at kind of new highs here. I have one level, but that's already been broken. That might be a level that we can use as an area of support, okay, in the future. All right. So that's, I think, all I have for the ES market. Again, guys, I would say that we need to look for areas for potential support. I think we're a little bit overdue, I would say, from a pullback. Again, that's kind of what I'm going to be looking for. I don't think it's going to go back to settlement price. That seems to would be pretty severe. I think more realistically, we come back to maybe 57.40, maybe 57.23, and then that would be an area that maybe we could take an execution to the upside. Okay. All right. We're going to close the session with a review of YM, the Dow. Okay. Because I know a fair number of you do trade the Dow. I like trading the Dow on occasion because I'm able to. It's a little bit. The tick size cost is much more favorable. So let's see. Is this? Yeah, this looks like the Dow to me. Okay, so let's open that up. Okay, let's move to the regular contract. Not the regular mini contract. Okay. All right. And again, I'm going to forego the review of the higher time frames because I think we all know what we're looking at here. So 30-minute chart, we're all well above levels here. ASR, what is this looking at? This is looking at New York. London is already probably a little bit higher. Okay. So here we are. I'm showing a London ASR here. Okay. So this will probably change here in a few minutes. So let's capture some of our levels here. Okay. I'm doing away with the average daily range because we've already exceeded it. Okay. We have you're welcome, Columbus. We already have a VWAP. Okay. I don't know exactly what this is. This is something else. Okay. We're already above VWAP. We're above settlement. We're above our EMA. So everything is pointing to bull. Okay. So let's capture some of these levels. Okay. So we're going to put in 42.42 as our average session range high. Okay. All right. Absolutely, Alejandro. Well, you too. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and open up fixed range volume profile. Okay. We're going to locate the bar from the start of the session to the close of the session. We're well above. So our value area high coming in at 42,086. Okay. 42,086 is our value area high. We have value area low coming in right at settlement price, looks like, at 41,912. So this is serving not only as value area low, but also well, let's put 909. Well, we'll leave it at value. Okay, 41,909 is our value, is our settlement. Okay, all right. And we already a point of control. Spell this right. Settlement. Okay. We have point of control here coming in at what is that price? 41,964. 41,964 is our point of control. And yeah, I think ADR we've already exceeded, so I'm not even putting that in. ASR low is coming in at 42,030. 42,030 is our average session range low. Okay. All right. I think that's kind of what I'm looking at. Again, similar story to all the other, is the same for Dow. I'm going to be looking for, a better location where I can manage my risk for an opportunity to the upside. Okay. Okay. I did an anchor VWAP here. That probably a little close to the market, but it could offer us something there. I'm not sure. In any case, I'm bullish on the market. I would say that I'm looking for an opportunity, maybe a pullback to this range. I'm going to be looking at initial balance very closely to see what kind of range is established with initial balance. We're about a minute away from the open, so I'll hang out here to see what adjustments we need to make on ASR with the open, if any. Let's see. This is make sure that this is reading off of. It's reading off of London, so let's read off New York. Okay, there it is. So 42,738 is our new ASR high. Okay, 42,738. 738 is our new ASR high, and our new ASR low is 42,254. 42,254. Okay. So that's our range. So I'm going to go ahead and open up initial balance here if I can find it. And I'm just going to be curious to see what direction this initial balance range. I don't know if this candle leading up to the market is an exhaustive candle to the upside, right? It feels a little suspicious to me. Maybe are people rushing into the market here. Okay. So in any case, I'm going to be watching the initial balance and see what direction the initial balance offers me. I would say that any trade that I take to the downside, I'm going to manage quite closely because I think we're in a very strong bullish market, potentially. Okay. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'll be looking at here. Okay. So we're starting to get a little bit of selling, which is expected, I guess, to some degree. I'm going to be kind of monitoring these levels down below the top of this range right here, which is a prior ASR and high, and then this ASR low are going to be kind of my areas of focus. Okay. So we'll see. Okay. So with that, guys, we'll go ahead and close the session. So I think there's some opportunities in the markets there's still some shaking or some price action I would expect to see, especially with the indices, especially after some of the news reports that we've received on interest rates. So I think there's opportunities to be had, okay, in the market. I think the key is that we remain disciplined, that we remain patient and wait for our levels, okay, that we look at, and then when we do get it, that we are in a position to, I guess, as a mentor used to say to me, that we are dressed for the party. Okay, we need to be prepared to take executions when these opportunities present themselves. All right, guys. With that, hit the like, comment, and as you exit the building. Okay. We will have group coaching. Hopefully, I will definitely be in my normal environment, guys. I do apologize again for group coaching yesterday. I did make an attempt to try to do this offline and away from my normal environment, and that did not work out as well as I would like. The bandwidth was not able to support the session. So I'll be back in my normal environment today. So I'll see some of you in group coaching, others of you in I will see in the coaches room here for the next hour or so. Okay. You're welcome, clean and sober, or clean sober. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. All right, guys. We'll have a trade well, trade safe, trade like a pro, be a market trader. All right. All right, clean sober family hearth. I will see you in the coach's room. You're welcome, David. Appears that you're new. Welcome to the session. I don't know, David. Do you go by some other handle that I'm not aware of? Sepadia, I know. Sepadia, I see on a regular basis. Thank you for your support, Sepadia. Appreciate you. Aaron, you're welcome. Dave S. Okay, there it is. Now I do recognize that. Farador Trader. I don't know if you look new to me as well. You look new to me as well. Yeah, maybe you go by a different handle in the coach's room. I'm not sure, but you appear as someone new as well. Oh, Trader Dubois. Okay, perfect. So all these names are connecting. Well, thanks again, guys, everyone, for your support of this channel, of this portal. Okay, appreciate you guys, and let's go out and be disciplined and look for opportunities in the market, and let's see if we can make some profits. It's always process, right? Focus on your process, and then the profits that we desire will come. All right, guys, have an excellent day trading today. Talk soon. Big money. All right. You see, we're getting all these names now. I get real names, and I get the names I see on a daily basis. All right, guys. Thanks again, and I'll see some of you in the coaches room. Others of you I will see later this afternoon in group coaching. All right, guys. Have an excellent day trading. Talk soon.